Hello? If this actually works, I will be surprised. I I realized the mic might be like not at the right sound level. Hello everybody. It is yours truly, Drax Fantastic. I'm on my new computer and I did a bunch of testing, but I think the audio might be peaking. I'm going to bring it down and let's see. We'll have to wait for Ven, if you can hear me. Hello. If I'm way too fucking loud, let me know. I just brought it down some, but I may need to bring it down some more. Molly, my esteemed studio producer, will be here momentarily, and she can tell me if it's totally sideways. Totally sideways. We got new computers last week, and Molly got hers up and running, and she's definitely had just a couple of hiccups, but nothing bad. I mean, she just replaced her gaming computer, so it wasn't like she had to redo anything. She literally just put it into place and downloaded a bunch of games and then updated some drivers and files and what have you. Mine, on the other hand, I just swapped. At some point, I'm probably going to go to PC system, but I'm not ready to like. The only way I think the only way I'm doing a 2 PC system is if there's a game that I love that I really want to stream that just won't fucking work, and then I'll do it. Now I truly have the ability because I have 2 PCs. So I just drugged the other PC over on the side of my desk, dropped this one in, and I've spent. My parents are here for the next couple of weeks visiting, so I spent the evenings and when I have free time just slowly sort of putting it into place, getting it ready for today. And I did a bunch of work last night, and I did some more tweaking this morning to make sure the sounds were going to be okay. I don't know. I guess we'll find out if we think it sounds okay with my voice. I mean, the mic should technically sound the same because I did all of the same filters, and I've done that enough times now where I actually, I don't feel it. I think this was the first time I messed with my mic where I didn't feel like I was completely fucking lost. I'm like, okay, I've done this enough times. I followed the tutorial. I know the little things. I've taken a bunch of pictures and I have a bunch of notes now. So, it's not awful. But I streamed on Tuesday and then I skipped Wednesday, Thursday. I'm here on Sunday to stream for a couple of hours. And then I think we're out on Tuesday night, which is Halloween. So I don't think I'm going to stream Tuesday, but I'll be back Wednesday and Thursday. My parents are going to go to a different city and visit. So back to somewhat normal. And then the following week, back to normal for sure. Back to normal for sure. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't, I mean, it seems to be working. We're not dropping any frames and we're holding. I mean, the computer is a monster compared to my other computer, so it shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. Let's, I'm going to have some coffee. Hold on. It's such a complicated setup. But I mean, I'm how many months on now? Am I 7 months on doing this? Plus Molly's 3 years, so you think I'd have some kind of backing for it. I realized that my Stream Deck was like not right. So that'll be something we'll get to mess with the next couple days. Should we see about the game? Oh boy. Let's do that. Do. All right, cool. Well, the game is showing. And the music is still there. Oh yeah, I can hear it. And the game sounds showing. Still think my voice might be too much. I guess I could see if I could see for myself. I have I've been thinking about this game, that's for sure. And where we left off the last time. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And, I'm dropping shit. We'll have to see how my noise gate works, if it's better or worse than it was. I was pretty happy with it the last time. I was actually surprised how well it worked. You couldn't hear me like typing and stuff. Why do I feel like this is... All right, so where we left our fateful crew last time was we were just finishing the gigantic wall. We're trying to finish the wall, that is. And we built some geopower. Looks like there's a solar flare happening. The quest I'm going to just delete because I don't give a shit about quests. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Stu, hey, what's up? How are you? Happy Sunday. What's going on? I'm on my new computer. So let me know if my sounds are blasting you out. Packing and shredding. Sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. How long before... How long are you like moving all at once? Are you moving in stages? It's like the darkness is so dark. Orders. Let's chop down all of this wood. But I can't... Oh, I need to just remove these. Moving everything on Saturday. Oof. Well, at least you've had enough, like, I mean, at least you've had a bit of a runway to like kind of get yourself sorted. Like there's like having a nice, I don't know, I've moved multiple times and I'm always like, I've got plenty of time. I'm going to be organized. And it always seems like the last couple of days I'm like in frantic Drax mode. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, we got to get this. We ran out of boxes. The tape gun is jammed. You're not ready yet. Yeah. All right. I completely understand that. All right, we're going to throw a couple of... I think we can afford a couple of guns. I'm going to do something fun like this. I think we'll reinstall this here. And maybe... You're pretty excited though, I got to imagine. We talked about it when I moved a couple months ago, right? Like it's a lot of work, but then like in the end, you're like, hooray, it's a new place. I'm so happy like we're settled in. I mean, everything's out of the boxes here. Everything's put away and we've done, we've got kind of everything settled into rooms and everything's come together, and we just finished like hanging some pictures, and we have more there's still rooms that are just completely barren. We never had enough art, right? All of our art was, and by art, I mean like, different things we collected over the years. It's all in California. So like, what we have here is stuff that I bought sort of piecemeal and stuff we put together. So like our bedroom still looks like we just moved in terms of like things on the wall. Do do do. Do do do. I still got like a box or two I'd never unpacked from when I last moved. Ven, how are you? Happy Sunday. Yeah, I think I always used to say that like if you haven't unpacked it, guess what? That box just gets donated, right? Because whatever's in there you don't care about and you don't need, right? That was 9 years ago. Oh, Ven. Yeah, we took all ours down and it looks weird and sterile now. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Hey, we got our first gun. Yeah, it's always weird when you move into a new place or out of the old place, right? Because everything kind of comes off and the place just doesn't look like your place anymore. Like it's always crazy how quickly it can not look like your place anymore. Like move a couple things out, take a couple things down, you're like, oh, oof. All right, we're going to put a barricade right here. Maybe we'll do another one like, I never can tell. Like I always do these gun and embankments and entrenchments. These gun setups are always a little different. I mean, what our hope is that like these two guns will get shot. They'll shoot most of them. They're going to get tangled up here. This is going to become like, this is edition 1. And then we'll do multiple ones where we'll have a bunch of guns. Cause it's going to become unruly at some point very soon, where there's just going to be so many of them. Tattered apparel. What, Drax? Didn't we solve this the last time? Pants. His pants are poor. He's wearing poor pants. Bills. Let's make a couple of pairs of pants. We can turn this off. How do we do that? Remember, like so all of our like bum 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 autosave intervals, log, folder, dun, 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 learner helper off. Some of the stuff, right, resets because it's this move to this new computer has been the easiest of every one I've ever done in my life. Like it literally it was so easy that like for the first day or two as I was working through stuff, I was like, did I forget something? Did I mess something up? Like what the fuck, right? Like I honestly thought I did something wrong, but so far so good. You guys aren't complaining, so whatever I did worked on the streaming side. Last night's fights went pretty well. It's good to hear. I watched an epic pile of football yesterday. Boring about everyone that was with me, probably, but all my teams lost. It was even more fun. Hey, item produced chem fuel. Hey, the chem fuel thing finally produced chem fuel. Oh, that's right. You were saying it was boxing versus MMA. Who won? Yeah, stream looks good. Sounds good. Thanks, Stu. Looking smooth here too. Yeah, thanks. Hey, how are you, man? Thanks. Yeah, I did. I basically exported everything and brought it all back in, and then made some changes here and there and messed with some stuff. But like, I mean, in terms of like quality and ability to stream, it should like that. We should be a lot better off. It's just about getting the settings right. We finished Hey, we can produce medicine. All right. So now let's look at what we're going to do next. We did here long range mineral scanner, moisture pump, shields, tube television. I feel like television would be kind of fun. Hydroponics. I like this. Let's do this and we'll build some hydroponic stuff so we can build crops indoors. We won't have to worry about the frost killing shut off. Boxing, but he only by points. MMA guy definitely wasn't actually a better looking fighter. Oh, wow. I'm sure it did really well on the TV too, right? I'm sure they made a ton of money because people love that. People love when it's the two different things coming together. All right. And then we've got this door closed up. Let's pull these trees. We're clearing for gunfire here is what we're doing. I think the wall is complete. It is. All right. So now we're safe. So safe. I thought I had these grouped up. Maybe the mod I was running isn't. Better infestations, hubs life, rim connect, work tab. Medical tab room sense. Maybe remember I had these like in how the heck did I do that? And dun 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 dun. Pause on load. I like that. Interface, Celsius, while drafted, show animal names, show real-time clock, hide hats on UI, disable tiny font, disable game-specific cursor. I must have had something that grouped them together. Remember there's like grouped. How did I do that? All right, maybe one of the mods didn't get installed. It was held by the Saudi Arabia people, so it was dumb how much money they used for it, I'm sure. Stupid. The Saudis, man. They are attempting to take over sport everywhere. The one big soccer guy went and watched it too. So what, either Messi or Ronaldo? Yeah, I don't necessarily like all 500 things down the side of the screen here. Yeah. Well, figured it out at some point. Probably, wait, was it in Saudi? Because Ronaldo plays in Saudi Arabia. Don't they automatically group once you get more? Is that what it is? We just haven't like, we just started playing again. I can't remember either, Mojito. Like it's been a while since like, we've collected wood. I love how dark the screen is. I got my window open here in the house. I need to close it so I can see what the fuck's going on. Yeah, it was there. Well, it was definitely Ronaldo then, because he plays in that league. He plays in the Saudi league. He plays in the old Saudi league. Looks brighter on the stream than it looks on my screen. We need to finish this room too. I want someone to attack us now. All right, so we've got 23 components. What's our steel situation? 517. I'm like literally just getting ready for a fight, right? What are we doing? Marble these days? That's hilarious. So we can do medical production. Stone cutters, hand tailors. Is he considered the biggest name in soccer? To some people, sure. Yeah, Mojito, you're right. I think it is evenly, well, I think it's evenly split amongst most people I know that the fight is that Messi or Ronaldo, right? Messi from Argentina, Ronaldo from Portugal, and they're both incredible players in their own right, and they've both done amazing things in the world of football. And I think that it's just one of those like it's like Pepsi versus Coke, right? Like I think they're both amazing players. I think watching them play football over the last however many years has been amazing because they're very good. And I just don't like, for me, it's always like, in my mind, one is not better than the other. They're both amazing. Like will there ever be players like them again? Probably, but like that they were playing at the same time and that they were both just superstars has been great. And there's definitely people that are in the camps, right? People absolutely hate Ronaldo or absolutely hate Messi. Like they're both scumbags. Let's be very clear. Like they're both scumbags for their own reasons. They're both scumbag players, but they're very good at what they do. And so we let it slide. You can't deny his performance in the past, but I don't like the dude. Yeah, I don't like the dude either. Like, there's a reason that he's playing in Saudi and not America is because he raped a girl in Las Vegas and paid her off, right? So he can't go there, otherwise he'll get in trouble. And Messi has his own like dirtbaggy problems with money, not paying taxes and screwing over people. So like, it's much like the rest of the things in our society. We sweep this shit underneath the rug because they're very good at sports or they're a great actor, right? Hey, Miles. But yeah, and they do their PR people do a very good job of keeping that on the lowdown, right? First thing I hear, sorry, Miles, we were talking about some footballers. We were talking about your favorite people, footballers. I mean, they're both going to be in retirement. Like, Ronaldo's 45, 44, right? Like, and he's in the Saudi league just playing out his last few years. And Messi's 36 and he's in Miami and he's got a 2-year deal. So like he'll play until he can't play. Like they'll play 2 or 3 more years and then they'll be in retirement. I don't know if either of them will become coaches, but they'll still be around football. They'll be like, what's his name? Beckham, right? They'll end up owning teams and stuff like that. Sounds like big name. Yeah. Just like MMA fighters, you know, just because you're like famous doesn't mean you're actually a good person, right? Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I was going to make some medical stuff, but I don't know. We need to do this shit too. We need to make a comms console and an orbital trade beacon because that's going to let us trade all the time. What scenario are we in RimWorld? We did the one naked guy drops and the one naked rich guy drops. So I had nothing. And I've only save scummed once. And I'm doing much better than I normally would because I have Rim Connect on for Twitch drops. So you can press the little button and drop stuff to me. And everyone has been funny and kind. And all the people that have names from the community, Mollyberry, Beard, Ape, Ven, Toast, they've all, Buckma, they've all been dropped. They've all been dropped in. So yeah, so it's made me like much stronger than I probably should be this many days in. But it's more fun, right? Yeah, they've dropped some guns, they've dropped food, they've dropped some animals, they've dropped some units. So like we got our first hospital bed from a drop. So like that's a huge bump forward. So yeah, I've been playing RimWorld for as long as I can remember. It's one of my favorite games. And we just started playing, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago on Sunday mornings or Sunday afternoons. And I realized that like I'm good enough to like not to like to live with the 3 or 4 you to start with. So I started playing with just the one, like drop one person in and try to survive, right? Because it's fun. It's fun. Or was it the other one? I think it's Cassandra. I think. Boom, boom. So I don't know how to produce standard industrial tech medicine by combining herbal medicine and cloth, but where? Produce standard industrial medicine by combining these things. Yep. Yep. A kit of industrial medicine equipment to contain basic drugs. Where do we think that this is? Yeah, just totally lucky that I got it like right The reason we're here is because there was like a little, there was like a, there was a shelled, there was a shell of a room here. And that's how I started. I was just like, we landed pretty close and I was like, you know what, we're going to take what's here and sort of make it into a room. So we started and the geothermal was like right on top of us. And I was like, you know what, like that's going to come in handy. And there's another one right here, which is pretty great. Drug lab. Drug. Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry. Why didn't I see it? Thanks, Stu. Drug lab. All right. I wanted to fill this box. I think we're going to put it. What is this? A crafting spot. Let's just, whoops. And then let's destroy this one. So it was under production and it was just up here. Drax wasn't looking. Wooden drug lab. Let's put it here and let's take this out. Doo-doo. Drug lab. I got a bunch of limestone blocks. Bing. Marriage is on. Wait, didn't we already have a marriage? Abe and Toast agreed to get engaged at some point in the coming days. Our marriage ceremony and invite all the colonists. Aww. Another happy couple right around the corner. Let's see here. We have 120 light leather. Let's make another light leather chair. And put it there. Is this the wrong way? All right, we're doing much. Okay, hold on. I don't want it to take out the power cord underneath it, right? Which it looks like I did by hitting deconstruct. What? All right. Just keep at it, Drax, and show me power. Yeah, I took out the one thing that's connecting the entire base. That seems like I guess not the whole base. Let's make some. All right. Dear. Is this a wooden door? We're trying to get rid of everything that's wooden, right? So that if they do breach the wall and get in, they won't be able to just come in and start burning shit down. Power conduit. Let's keep this going over here. Floors. Let's do this. All right. Pretty excited about this death trap we've made here. Low food. Tattered apparel. Yeah, I wish it would combine them all. Now I'm like, okay, we've got what? Oh, maybe at the break I'll take a look at which one that is. I realized that my Wait, have we actually been streaming an hour and 40 minutes? Wait, how does the time go by? No, how did the time go by so fast? Someone explain it to me. Doo-doo. Session, 1 hour and 40 minutes. No way. No way. Doo-doo-doo. An eclipse. Man, the time change is going to mess me up, I think, today. I know they go by way too fast, but the time change too, like, I had no idea the time change was happening, and my dad who's visiting is like, hey, time change tonight. I'm like, no, come on. And everyone's like, you leap forward. I'm like, I don't give a shit about that. Like, I just don't want to change my, like, I don't have to, I mean, I'm not really affected by it because I don't have like a 9 to 5. So like, that's where it really throws you. But I can't decide like which is worse either. Is it the falling back or the going forward? Like which side of the time change do you think is worse? Or do you think it's great? Both sides. Come on, Drax. Wow, they rebuilt this incredibly quick. This morning I was doing my Sunday morning walk. It was 8 and the forest felt proper proud. Definitely the best one. Wintertime best. Jumping forward is definitely worse. Yeah, maybe you're right. It always feels like there's always something off the first couple of days. You're like, you know what it is. It's the time change, but there's always just something where you're just like, something is not something. There's something. All right. Should we try to make some drugs? Yeah, man. I think I have all of these things. Let's see if we can't. How many of these? We got 4. Should we just say, hey, until you have 10? I think there's some neuroamine. Is that what it's called? I've got 30 of them. Netramine, which I don't think you can construct, right? You got to like get that from somebody. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm not a fan of the time change and I wish we would just get rid of it. Like we're not, like it holds no purpose. I mean, my dad was like, oh, it's great that it's earlier in the morning. I'm like, well, then just don't get up. Just get up later. Research done. Hydroponics. Build hydroponic basins to rapidly grow crops indoors regardless of the terrain or the weather outside. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so we just come back here and make sure. I love making carpet. I think it's great. Tree sewing is cool. Long blades. I'm just trying to think, like, there's always something you're like, oh man, we really need this. Prosthetics, hardened compounds, high grade, heat treated steel. Hey, hello, happy Sunday. How are you? For those you vintage story folks here, I logged in last night to check on my pumpkins, and I put down 6 pumpkin seeds, so 6 different areas, you know, my big pumpkin patch, and only one of them produced pumpkins. So the other 5 produced nothing, and the one who had 6 produced 7 pumpkins. Total, I want my money back. I want my money back on the pumpkins. Yeah, it's some dumb tradition that makes no sense now, and politicians refuse to get rid of it. Yeah, Van, the thing that just kills me is about it, and I talk about it twice a year, which is if you look at suicide rates and rates of depression during the 2 times when the time changes, they go through the roof, right? There are more car accidents, there's more crime, there's more suicide, there's more people who aren't feeling right, depressed, and like those numbers jump up. And so like, what the fuck are we doing? Like we're doing this. It's not like it's like, well, if we want to keep the planet on the thing, no, we've made this shit up. And now it's costing people time. It's costing people time and happiness. And like those two things just shouldn't happen. And okay, maybe you can argue, hey, maybe they would have been depressed anyway. Maybe they would have committed suicide anyway. The numbers jump up is enough just to say, you know what, we need to stop this stupid process because it's just not healthy for people, right? Kids can stand in the dark a little bit when they're getting on the bus. That was always the big thing in Colorado. Oh, we can't have kids standing in the dark to get on the bus to go to school. Sure you can. Just produce safer neighborhoods, assholes. Those seeds make no sense. I've had 2 rounds now with one plant producing 7 of 8 pumpkins and the others nothing or just one. What it says to me is like, I'm wasting time. I should get rid of that huge pumpkin patch up there, or maybe it has something to do with how close they are. So maybe the test is building another pumpkin patch on the other side of the compound and planting just one in each patch and seeing how that works. Yeah, I was so excited. I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to have a lot of pumpkins. I want to do a bunch more pumpkins. I want to get more pumpkin. Nothing. All right. What am I doing here? Deep drilling. That's something we might want to do. What do we need to do to unlock this? Biorefining. So we just need to come back a little ways maybe. And let's just start picking some of these out back here. All right, they're going to make some more medicine. Perfect. I said I wanted to do this, the orbital trade beacon. Let's put that in there. And then let's come here to the comms console. I guess oh my God, look at the size of this. Look at the size of this thing. It's too big. We're going to put it here in its own building. It's going to go into its own building. Yeah. I don't think I need a steel door for this particular unit here. Wait, I guess I could have. Guess could have come in a little bit. Looks like we didn't need to make it that gigantor. Put a light in there. Oh God! Hey, fire! Oh, because it's electricity and it's outside. Drax. Drax. Hey! Thank you. I don't think there's a sound for that one. Converted from Prime sub to a tier 1. Thank you so much. Let's see if my cheer will work. No. Nothing works in the Drax's land. Nothing works in the Drax's land. Wait, I don't think any of the alerts are working. Cheer! Thanks, Abe. The Rim Connect isn't generating more silver for me. I wonder why that's not working. Hold on. Status disconnected. Warning, do not show this secret on stream. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the new computer borked everything. Yeah, right. I didn't test any of the sound alerts, so that's not working is not a surprise at all. And I know Molly's like shaking her head right now. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to run an ad, and then I'm going to fix the Rim Connect so that we'll get more coins rolling in. I just need to reconnect it looks like. So let's go to the AFK screen, and I'll be back in just a minute. Hooray! All right, I tried to get the Rim Connect to work and it didn't. It was like, you need to do this while you haven't started the stream. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the stream for a minute and I'm going to restart it after I reconnect Rim Connect so that it continues to work, because we're going to play for another hour or so, and I want the free stuff. So the stream's going to stop and then it'll start in another minute or so. So please come back. See you in a minute. I'll see you in a minute. Maybe I should write that. Stopping for a min to connect Rim Connect. All right. See you guys in a minute.